who coached line in the NFL. How important was that in your decision to go to Iowa?
Oh, that was a huge decision. I mean, just knowing the amount of success that Iowa has with putting linemen in the NFL. And at the time that I committed, having Coach Ferentz and Coach Brian there, and then having Coach Paulsett come my freshman year, we came in the same year, but, just having that much, attention on the O-line was pretty, was really nice. Coach Ferentz was always around the O-line, during our individual periods, during practice and everything. But, yeah, I'd say that was a big decision.
Okay, next up, we're going to have Zach Blobner.
Hey, Tristan, good to chat with you again here. I just wanted to check in where your confidence level was at starting week one. Obviously, a rookie on the line there, but the other guys on the line we've talked to the last couple of weeks had a lot of really good things to say about you, and it seems like they feel like you're ready for this job. Again, week one against a good Saints team. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got to be as ready as I can be. It's not like the game's going anywhere. It's going to be there on Sunday. So, but, I'm excited, to go out there. Everybody loves, coming out of camp, being able to hit somebody new, besides their own guys for however many weeks. And this year, I guess a lot of the older guys, they were kind of bummed not having preseason games, but, yeah, I think it's just like college, coming out of camp, your first game. But, yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun, get to go out there and, play in an NFL stadium. But I'm excited.
Be Ed Encina.
Hi, Tristan. I know that, over the course of, going back months here that, all the players have made a lot of, precautions with COVID. Obviously, this is the kind of like the next step, going on the road, obviously. What is the mindset of the team with something like that? And kind of, what have you guys been told? Did you guys expect to just like, from plane to bus to hotel and order food in? And, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit different than maybe even what you're used to on a college football game week, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how it's been. Bus to, with airport onto the bus to the hotel, meetings at the hotel. You can't leave. Your family can't come. They said we can order in food and everything. You have to eat up in your room. But I don't think much is really different from when I was at Iowa. That's kind of how it was. We had a pretty strict, like when we're at the hotel, it's you're getting ready, but yeah, it's everyone's trying to take as much precaution as they can to keep everybody safe. So that's what has to be done.
Thanks.
Okay, next is going to be John Ledyard.
Hey, Tristan, you've had a chance this week to check out Cam Jordan, I'm sure, on tape. As you kind of think about that matchup and prepare for it, what stands out about his game that you need to be ready for?
What's the what part? I'm sorry.
I said, as you scouted him this week, as you scouted Cam Jordan, what stands out about his game that you need to be ready for?
Oh, yeah. Cam's got a really high motor. He's got a really good power rush, bull rush. So just, trying to match his energy and do the best I can. And so, that's really all I can ask myself, go out there and give my all.
Thanks, Tristan.
All right. Next is going to be Jenna Lane.
Hey, Tristan, thanks for doing this. I know that you guys play different positions, but I've seen Gronk working with you a lot, like in the run blocking game and things like that. What types of things has he taught you as far as, blocking and even just some of the nuances of being a pro with all these expectations?
Yeah, Gronk, he's so fun to just, get to play next to. But, I think me and him have a lot of back and forth because we got to communicate quite a bit, on the line. So just I think a big part of it was just getting comfortable playing next to each other and kind of getting that back and forth just, after repetitions of it, getting comfortable with each other and being able to do things quickly.
And with him, it's interesting because he's so playful with us, and he seems like he's having a really good time when he's out there on the field. Like he's laughing, he's smiling and everything. What's it like playing with him from a personality standpoint? Because a lot of times, even Coach Bowles said it yesterday, he wants guys to be pissed off when they're playing, excuse my French, but he seems to always be genuinely enjoying himself, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't – see, you said guys always got to be pissed off, and pardon my French as well, but I never understood that. That's always been a big thing that, I'm not mean or anything when I play. It's just, if you can do your job, you can do your job. I think that's what it comes down to. And, I want to do it great, and I know he wants to do it great, but, his personality, he's super fun to be around. And he gets his job done. So, it's awesome just having him out there. I think he kind of lifts everybody's spirits up a little bit. His laugh, especially, is pretty contagious.
Thank you.
Okay, next is going to be Steve Isbitz.
Tristan, if you had to name one guy in the Bucs roster who's sort of been mentoring you more than anybody else, even though a lot of guys have chipped in, who would that be?
Probably Donovan Smith.
Anything specific that stands out? Did you guys get together outside of?
Well, just it feels like he's kind of been like a big brother to me. Playing the tackle position, just give me tips here and there, stuff that he's done. That works for him. He's like, hey, give this a try or stuff like that. And we'll text and FaceTime sometimes. But just been it's been really awesome having him to talk to.
Thanks.
All right, next is going to be Mark Cook.
Hey, Tristan, 6 weeks of camp. I mean, you come in here as a rookie. How much better are you today than you were 6 weeks ago? And what would you say has been the biggest eye-opener from the college game to the NFL talent that you've faced even without a preseason? What's really stood out the most as far as the difference between college and the NFL goes?
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of differences. Stuff's a lot more complex. You got to see a lot, especially on the offensive line. You got to see a lot more stuff. The pass rushers, going against Shaq and JPP, they're a little bit better. But then you said, like, how much better have I gotten? I mean, I think, quite a bit. I think, a lot of people can say that too, because, we didn't put on pads since the last time I put on pads before camp started was December, in the bowl game. So just being away from it that long was really weird. But, it's been awesome. But, getting to see, all these different pass rushers and Ndamukong Suh, all these guys and just learning kind of the overall game of football more has been really nice.
And you said that, you're a nice guy and you don't understand really playing with a mean streak. You can't tell me a guy like Ryan Jensen that doesn't drive him a little crazy, right? I mean, he's a fiery guy out there. Is he trying to get you a little bit more on that side of being a player that plays a little more pissed off, or is he cool with your personality?
I think he's pretty cool. He hasn't really said much to me about it, so I don't know.
All right. We're going to have time for two more. We'll go with Zach Blobner, followed by Ed Encina.
Tristan, when it comes to the running backs, obviously you're blocking for quite the crew there. We know Ronald Jones, Shady McCoy on board, Leonard Fournette. What stood out to you from those guys breaking through the line through practice?
They just got some crazy, like, I don't know if it's just me because, I'm not that fast, but, like, seeing them just, like, finish a run, when they just take off, in the open field is pretty cool. And just how shifty they are, it's just crazy being able to stop on a dime like that. Like Shady, he's, I don't know, just the moves that he can do is crazy. But yeah, being able to block for all those guys, is just insane. I was thinking about it the other day. Last year at this time I was getting ready to play Iowa State, and now, I'm blocking for Tom and Shady and Rojo and Leonard Fournette and all these guys. So it's pretty cool.
All right, our last question is going to come from Ed Encina.
Hey, Tristan, just following up, because it's been discussed a couple of times here. It's like, I'm sure that over the course of playing football, a lot of people over your career have told you, hey, you need to have more of an edge, more of a nasty streak to it. I mean, has that always been the case with you? And, how, like, has it been easy or tough to keep, stay kind of true to yourself? It's like, this is who I am, kind of.
Yeah, I've gotten that ever since I was a little kid. My mom tried to tell me sometimes. She's like, oh, maybe there's a switch, you can flip on and off. I was like, I don't know. But I don't think it's necessarily been hard to stay true to myself. You know, that's kind of like my mom always, you know, when I was starting to play sports, she just told me to go out there and have fun, you know, do my best and have fun. And, you know, for a long time, all through high school and everything, I was like, you know, I didn't want to play a sport if I wasn't having fun. And at the same time, I didn't want to play it if I wasn't good at it. So, you know, why not be good at it? Just go out there and, you know, work your hardest and do everything you can to be the best. You know, so I think I never really saw how being mean fit into any of the sports, or especially football. I was like, I'm going out there and putting guys on their back, and protecting the quarterback. So it's just like, if I can do that without being mean, you know, I'm fine with it. And I don't know. It's a weird, crazy topic. I've been asked it quite a bit.
Thanks.
All right. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for taking the time, Tristan.
Thank you.